Gary and Brad were two brothers, both from the same parents, growing up in the same location and same economic conditions. They had one big difference between them though. When Gary and Brad were 18, they watched a fitness video. Brad decided to get in great shape, and Gary said it wasn't going to work and he couldn't do it. When Brad came home from the gym a week later, Gary criticized him and said he didn't look any different. But Brad kept his courage and believed he could change himself. A few months later, when Brad and Gary saw a girl, Brad walked up to her and asked her for her number, and she rejected him. Gary told Brad they were doomed. He had watched black pill content and believed there was nothing beyond innate physical attraction that mattered. Brad didn't believe him and committed to improving with women. At 22, Brad was jacked now and he could get any girl he wanted at school. Gary played video games and got stoned. He was mad at God for giving Brad better genetics than him. He couldn't see how his decisions had anything to do with his results. After graduating, Brad turned down a job offer in favor of pursuing freedom and wealth. He tried multiple business ventures, but nothing had panned out yet. Gary laughed at Brad in secret. Foolish Brad was getting the payback he deserved. Gary moved in with his parents and opted to not even work. He was taking a gap year. At 23, Brad finally started making some real money. Brad was now a confident, physically attractive, wealthy ladies' man, and Gary was more bitter than ever. Two brothers who made one different choice and got completely different results in life. The difference between Brad and Gary was the difference between weakness and courage. I've never accomplished anything in my life without courage. Even this video you're watching right now required courage. When I sat down and I looked at the script, I immediately got hit with this feeling of doubt, like, oh, you're never gonna achieve anything, and all those negative voices in your head coming up, and I had to have the courage to plow through them and decide that I was gonna choose a different path and I would be the master of my fate and not some emotions in my head. No growth has ever come without potential failure. When I dropped out of getting my 4-year degree to get my real estate license, I could have failed the class. Most young people did. I could have wound up completely embarrassing myself, and all the people who thought I was an idiot for dropping out of 4-year school would have been able to talk shit behind my back. Making YouTube videos has required courage. Even working out while everyone that I used to be friends with wanted to just get stoned, eat shitty food, and waste their days required courage for me to go a different route and be okay with that. In your life, you are met with the choice between courage and weakness on a daily basis, multiple times per day. When you're done watching this video, you're going to be met with that decision when part of you's inspired to take action to make your life better, and another part of you just wants to watch TikTok compilations. And courage isn't always glamorous. It's not about being the heavyweight champion of the world. Courage for you could be having the courage to put down the blunt because you said you were going to quit smoking. If you're depressed, courage could be simply the decision to get up, get out of bed, and make your life better as much as possible, regardless of your situation, and not using it as an excuse. Courage is the first step to accomplishing anything. You have to have the courage to believe in yourself that you can actually accomplish the things you want to accomplish in life, despite all the voices in your head that will tell you you're a failure, that you can never accomplish these things and try and wreck your confidence, and all the people outside of you who don't believe in themselves, and so they will do everything in their power to pull you down with them. And every time you choose courage over weakness, you feel better. The foundation of being a man is having the balls to do what needs to be done, regardless of how comfortable it is, or how safe, or how easy it is. It's about standing on those decisions, using courage over weakness to make sure that you make your life better and the lives of everyone around you better. A person who's consumed by weakness won't go after their goals because they're afraid of failure. A person who is inspired and uses courage will go after those goals regardless of if they might fail because they consider it worth it in the end. Weakness will give up at every little challenge. Courage expects challenges and is looking forward to overcoming them. The best therapy you could give yourself and the best self-improvement advice you could ever get would be on a daily basis to choose to do the courageous thing over the weak thing. And courage is the foundation of feeling like a man. So it's no wonder the modern man feels so weak. He never acts courageously. Click this video to learn about why modern men have become so weak and emasculated and what you can do to be different.